Hold on, let me make sure this works. Does it work?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh shoot, yeah. Yo, this is
What's
oh
up?
shoot.
What's
Honestly,
up? What's
nothing
up?
much. Honestly, not much. I've just been chilling. I've been trying to get back into music because I've had beat block for like a whole month. Yo, it was wild.
Damn. So you just been working on some beats or whatever?
I've been trying to. All of them just sound bad, so I just had to like delete them all. Cause you know, I have a certain standard for myself. I have a certain
Mm-hmm.
standard. If that shit ain't better than like anything I've ever made, then it ain't it.
Then it's
It
trash. I
ain't it.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, that's just
All
how I've been
right.
feeling lately. All right.
So first of all, I
Yeah.
guess I should just introduce you. Today I'm having a conversation with Reverie. I'm not going to try to. I'm going to not try to call you Marv because that's what I always call you. But your
That's fine.
stage name is Reverie.
Reverie, you already know the goat, the best of all time.
All right, so we're gonna. I have this part of the podcast, I guess, where it's called background check, where I just ask you some
Yeah,
questions about your background or whatever.
yeah, of course.
Um, so where are you from?
I'm from Miami, Florida,
For
and
sure, for sure.
yeah, both my parents are from Honduras. So I was raised as, in a full Latino house. And ever since then, it's just been the whole thing for me. That's just been my whole thing.
How
Either
you like
that,
it?
yo, honestly, I've been noticing how different it is than how other people are raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, yo, it's so rough, yo. It's so much rougher than what people like do. Cause I've been seeing these like, I've been seeing like people getting mad on TikTok. It's like someone disciplining their child. They're like, yo, that's fucking child abuse. I'm like, the fuck? He shouldn't have grabbed them chips. That
But
he shouldn't
you're
have
used
grabbed
to
them chips.
that.
Yeah, I'm used to that.
I
So
got you.
I'm just, it's just, shouldn't have put your hand in the cookie jar.
I
You
feel
get into
you.
trouble. That's disciplining.
You have
So
siblings, right?
yeah, I do. I have four.
Damn. Okay. They older than
Yeah.
you?
I have two that are older than me, and the other two are younger than me. One was just
Okay.
born, like last month. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. Yeah. He got the same name as me. He got my
What?
same name. Yeah, he got my same name.
Damn. Wait, how does that
Yeah.
even work?
Yo.
Wait,
Okay.
so
So
not even to get in your business, your mom and your dad is not together, right?
yeah. They're not
Okay,
together.
okay.
Yeah. So I was just so good that he wanted to make another one. I was so good. He was like, damn, I gotta make another one to compete. But like, nobody can ever be as good as me. You feel me?
For sure.
But
All
yeah,
right. So, what influence do you think your hometown Miami have on your music?
yo, okay. I was like really into like the whole like Raider clan movement and stuff like that, right? Like the dark trap music, the dark cloud rap that, like, let's just say um Denzel Curry when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever heard it, but he had this one mixtape that was so good. It was grimy, yo. It was grimy. You see, I'm from Miami Gardens, so it's just like that shit represented all of us because it was grimy, yo. It was
Mm.
that's what I wanted, right? But that's just what I heard, right? But my parents, right, they raised me on like 90s music. My mom was more R&B, and she would always listen to like Busta Rhymes and stuff like that. That was her thing, right? She would always listen to Busta Rhymes. She was really into 50 Cent too. Um my dad, he was more he was more West Coast than my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was like super East Coast music only. So my dad would play like Snoop, Pug, Dre, like basically the whole movement of West Coast. Everybody from that movement from West Coast, he started playing. So, um, then when they separated, my sister was the one that influenced on my music. She she played me like all of Odd Future. I was like, I shouldn't even have been listening to that, yo. It was so bad, bro. It was so
Early
bad.
Odd Future.
Early Odd Future, like this, like she started playing Tron Cat too much in the house, right? And I still remember the lyrics, like the victim lyrics, right?
Mhm.
I remembered those lyrics, but I didn't know what it meant. But I just found it so catchy in my head, right? So I kept repeating it over and over again, right? In elementary, I was like in I was like in second grade, and my friends to this day still make fun of me about that because it's like, bro, why are you talking about this, bro?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
So that you actually asked my other question. I was going to ask you who were some of the artists played in your house growing up. So you said Busta Rhymes. You said some
yeah,
West Coast Snoop, and then you
yeah.
said Odd Future.
Mhm.
So when you were old enough to listen to your own music, who did you listen to?
Um, shoot, I don't even know to be honest. I did listen to a lot of when I started growing up. I did listen to a lot of just like random shit that popped up. Drake on Drake, Drake and Future. Like at that time, this is like
Mhm.
way early, like early Drake and Future maybe, right? So I thought that shit was hard. Lil Wayne, of course. Oh my god,
Of course.
I
Hey,
love
you
Lil
know
Wayne.
how I feel about Wayne.
Yeah, I know how you feel about Wayne, yo. And just that whole like those rappers. I don't even know what to put them in, right? I
Mhm.
listen to a lot of Kanye, right? My sister beforehand, she put me on Kendrick, right? But she didn't listen to him as much as I did after. Like I realized like, yo, this he kind of cool. He kind of
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Right? So, yeah, those are the main people. Though yeah,
How,
those are the main people.
how did any of those like did they inspire you to get into making your own music?
Yeah, Drake. Actually, Drake and Kendrick. Yo, hold up. I know this sounds really bad, but like Drake and Kendrick, like this was Drake back in like 2015 though, not like now.
Mhm.
I'm talking about like what's that one thing he had called? If you're reading this, is too late.
Yeah. Oh my god, I used
Yo,
to love that
oh,
shit.
bro, I
I'm
love
not even gonna lie. I'm not even
that.
the biggest Drake fan now, but I used to fuck with it
Yeah.
hard.
That's what got me into it, right? And then I kept listening to like Good Kid, Mad City as well, like both of them in the same time. And then
Mhm.
this was actually a day before Thanksgiving, um, maybe like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, like 6 years ago, right? So 2016. The day before Thanksgiving, I was sleeping over at my cousin's house, and I was like, "Yo, you want to make a rap?" I was like, "Yo, you want to make a rap?" And we got markers and what's it called, index cards, and we just started making raps, right? It wasn't even good; it was horrible, right?
Do you
But
remember any of them?
um, I
You
pulled the
definitely
MF.
you gotta spit it. You gotta spit it.
I pulled the MF Doom and I said, "Yeah, I get cheese like Doritos. I also got some Cheetos and Fritos." I pulled the MF Doom at the time, yo. But that's not even how I started making music, yo. That's just how I started rap.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um. So, where did you get your stage name? I was okay. First of all, before I ask that
yeah.
question, remember when we had that conversation? We was actually talking to Jack too, and he was like, "What did you get? What did you get that name?" And I was like, "Please don't ask him that because that's one of the interview questions." But where did you get your stage name?
Yo, okay. Originally, it was Marv. Originally, right?
Mhm.
I was just going with that because that's what I've been called all of my life. Like my sister called me that. My friends still call me that to this day, right? But I got the name Reverie because on it, I think I just saw it in like a word of the day.
Mhm.
I saw it like a word of the day on like Google because I was just looking for raps, right? I was just looking for like words to rhyme with, right? And I'm like, damn, this shit kind of go hard. This kind of goes hard, right? But
Mhm.
originally I didn't have it as a rap name. I had it as my Xbox gamer tag, right?
Okay.
And then like the more I started like hearing people call me that, I was like, damn, this actually goes hard. This will go
It
like
it fits you, yeah.
right. And then my homie, right? Um, he was telling me like, "Yo, would you ever get a name change?" Because at the time, this my name was Marv, right? And I'm like, "Nah, why?" And he's like, "Oh, cause like like I feel like Marv is like kind of boring in a way, right?" And I'm like, you know what? I've been thinking about changing it to Reverie. And he was like, yo, you should do it. This is actually my homie Sam. Shout out to him. Shout
Shout out
out
to
to him.
Sam.
Shout out to Sam, yo. Get in tune with the culture, bro. That's my message to him. But yeah, that's how I got my name. I just got it from Word
Okay.
of the Day.
So it really wasn't like you was just sitting down like picking at your brain. Because one thing I realized is that a lot of stuff that happens to like artists and creators is never
Yeah.
intentional. It's never like, oh, I'm just sitting here trying to figure it out. It always just randomly comes to you. So that's
Yeah, I
dope.
feel you. But
So get into the. Oh, what were you gonna say?
on honestly, I was gonna say that like but like my name honestly I wish I had a deeper meaning to how I got the name. Like Reverie, I'm pretty sure it means daydream or some shit like that, right? So I could have been like, yeah, one time I was daydreaming and
Mhm.
my teacher was like, oh, you're in a reverie state. Like I wish I had some like cool ass backstory like that, but no, it was just word of the day. Shout out to word of the
Shout out
day.
to
Shout
Word of
out
the
to word
Day.
of the day.
That's just like Childish Gambino. I think he got his name from a what was it, a Wu
A
Tang Clan
Google name. Yeah, it was like a
generator or
Wu Tang
something.
Clan name generator. Yeah.
Yeah, so there we
That
have
shit,
Childish
that's
Gambino.
so cool. That's so cool to me. I find that so cool, yo.
So get into your album, Thank God for the Rain, which is the
Oh.
dopest fucking title. Like,
Okay. Damn. What?
um, what was the process of making this album? Because you released another album like around this time, was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
So what makes you say, okay, it's time for me to release another album?
Okay. Honestly, um, my work ethic always tells me to, like always makes me start working on something after I finish one thing, right? So
Mhm.
I made angst, right? And angst was I guess just me, you know, I'm not feeding into the darkness. Nah. I guess me coming into terms
Mhm.
with what happened during that time, during that like time of when I released it, right? Which is that's when my grandma died. And
Okay.
so I just started coming to terms with it with angst. And then I made it, then I made 1122, right?
Mhm.
11122, right?
Which was
That
dope
was
as well.
Yeah, that was just a couple little things, just a couple songs I made with my homie Flausen. Shout out to him. He's actually one of my favorite producers, right?
Mhm.
So, and I went on a break cuz I really wanted this album to be better. Like I don't know if you remember this conversation I was having after the album dropped. I was saying how I don't think I can make anything better than Angst, right?
I remember you saying that.
And I guess all my hope was lost, right? From like the whole thing. Like, damn, I'm not making anything better than this. But I only said that because of the whole concept of angst, I guess. Just the
Mhm.
whole like loss thing. So, um, when I started making this album, that's when I got really into JPEG Mafia, right? And JPEG Mafia has these little weird shits that he has in his beats, right? So I was going with that first. So I kept I just kept trying to piece everything together, and then the actual reason for the title was because I was in football practice and it was about to start raining, and my homeboy to my left, he was like, yo, bro, thank God for the rain. And that just stuck with me the whole day. That stuck with me the whole, like, all of football practice. I went, like, right when I, like, got out of football practice, I went to my locker, grabbed my phone, wrote it down, and that's it. I was gone. I was
That
gone.
was
That was,
Thank God for the Rain.
yeah, that's how Thank God for the Rain came. That's how the title came.
I
And,
I
Yeah,
literally I like that, just like you said about your name and then the title inspo. Like I said, it's not like you're just sitting down overthinking anything. It just kind of you just kind of let it come to you, and then you're just like,
yeah,
okay, this is perfect for me.
yeah. That honestly, I like time letting. I like time answering my questions.
Okay, I like
Like
that.
with time, it just comes to me. It just comes
Mhm.
somehow. You gotta like realize when it's happening, right? You gotta realize, you gotta be like, oh shoot, wait, this is a moment. This is a
Mhm.
moment. This is a moment of realization. It's like a light bulb coming out of your head. That's what happened to me. A light bulb just came into my head and was like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. This is the song.
Bro, then to just think about like how you say you were at football practice.
Yeah.
Everybody else probably heard him say "Thank God for the rain," but that literally sparked something in you. Like that's literally your album song now.
Yo, yeah. That really made the whole my whole career right there. Him saying that made my whole career. Right.
So, what is the biggest difference between this album and Ames?
Oh.
Because I know you said, rest in peace to your grandma. You said
Yeah.
that happened, and then you got inspired to make Ames. What is the biggest difference between that and this?
Honestly, how I've been feeling. Honestly,
Mm,
because most of the songs they sound like more clear now. They sound more compressed in a way, right? Like
mhm,
it's more loud to me. All like my feelings, right, are more loud, but like not loud in like a bad way, but like a happy way, right? That
mhm,
shit. Like now I feel that I can be happy. I can be happy when making music, right? And that's one thing. This album is my most emotional only because of how happy I sound, and
mhm,
and but it could go a little bit down after like maybe halfway, right? But in the same time, I'm still happy enough to like let it all go. That's what I feel about this album. That's what I feel like is the major difference with this album. Plus everything else, the production. Yo, I'm so tired of Jack telling me I'm an Earl rapper. I'm an Earl Sweatshirt type rapper. Yo, I was so tired of that. He still calls me that just because of my voice. I'm so tired of him. I'm gonna block him, yo.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't hear it either.
Before, um, do you think like before this album, do you think you were one of those artists who only could really make not even just good music, but just be inspired to make something when it was like you went through something or something negative happened and it was like, okay, I can write now. And
Yeah,
then to this album, it's like, I'm happy and I'm still writing good music.
yeah, yeah. It's like you know how when people start getting sober, right?
Hmm.
You know when
And they
people say
lose it.
like, yeah, and they lose it. Like people put all the pressure on something else just so they don't put the pressure on themselves. Cause like
Hmm.
let's just say oh shoot, I forgot his name. Chance the Rapper, right?
Right.
Chance the Rapper. I feel like he's the biggest example of that because he dropped an album like he dropped a little mixtape called Acid Rap.
Hmm.
That shit was so good, right? And then um oh shoot, the coloring book too, right?
I love the
Tho-
coloring book.
they're so good. But then when he started getting sober, right, he dropped a big day, which it's not his best work. It's not his best work, right?
Hmm.
And people were like, "Yo, you gotta get sober, bro. I mean, you gotta start doing acid again."
People literally encouraging him to start back doing drugs
Yo,
because he was not making good music anymore. That's how deep it
exactly,
is.
exactly, right. So they were like, "Yo, get back to doing acid," right? This man dropped, he did flop, okay? Like Kanye said, his shit did flop. But if you heard any of the new music he has now, like he dropped a couple singles here and there, right?
Hmm.
Um
The one with
um
Joey.
the one with Joey, he dropped this one song called the Child of God. That shit hits. That song hits, yo. Right. He's been hanging out with Kanye. He's been hanging out with Kanye. And I feel like him just like being able to come back even after, it's just you gotta get comfortable. You gotta get comfortable with like your new self. And that's what
Yeah,
I had to
that
do.
you're definitely a new person.
Yeah,
From
I had to.
you're a different person when you lose something or somebody. You're a different person when you're on drugs and when you're sober, and you
Mhm.
just have to find yourself. And a lot of people don't.
And yeah, cuz I think he pressured himself into dropping an album even though he wasn't ready. I just
Mhm.
feel like he wasn't ready to drop an album. Like, yeah, it's cool that he went sober, right? That's an amazing thing. That's for one, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like he pressured himself into making an album after he was sober, like too quickly. I feel like he had to find himself beforehand. And
Mhm.
man, with the singles he's been dropping lately, man, shit. He can do something. He can do something, yo.
He's definitely found himself.
Yeah.
So, I was listening to a Missy Elliott and Rick Rubin interview or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was talking about how during the process of creating the album, her and Timbaland, which is just fucking
Ooh.
amazing. That's one of the best fucking
Yeah.
duos. They would not listen to other artists' music. They would just dial in on whatever they were working on, and it helped them to make this new sound and that original sound that they made. So I guess my question is, what did you do for this album or any of the album that you made to make sure that you stay original? Because there's a lot of music put out every fucking Friday, every all the time, and it's so
Yeah.
easy to be like get lost into that.
Yeah. Um, I think ooh, I have about a couple inspirations for this album. You know,
Mhm.
um, we were talking about Travis Scott. We were talking about Travis Scott. Now, I didn't appreciate Travis Scott right early into his work. My sister used to listen to Days Before the Rodeo. She had like a couple songs on her SoundCloud like section, and they would always come up. And I was like, damn, this is so good. This is so good. But I didn't
Mhm.
appreciate it like I do now. Cause I've been actually listening to him, right? Like genuine, like you can hear something, but you ain't listening. Now I'm like,
That's
okay,
a gem.
damn. Yeah, like this like I started hearing like how he actually like how like the production is working, his voice, right, what he's saying, and I'm like, damn, this shit actually goes crazy, right? Um, JPEG Mafia, definitely, yeah. I got like JPEG Mafia definitely inspired me with this whole album. I've been listening to his album LP like on repeat, right?
Mhm.
Mac Homie, I love Mac Homie. He's
He's dope.
he's dope, but he did like say some shit that I didn't like on that one song where he like kind of dissed these, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't. I don't even know what. I don't even know if it's a diss or not. Cause like
Mm.
it's fucked up. It's fucked up what he said. What he said was kind of
Okay.
like yeah. So but he still has some like good ass music, right? Um, Danny Brown. Danny Brown. Oh my god. I love Danny Brown. And yeah, those are the main people that inspired me. But I didn't want to like copy their sound. More
Mhm.
like I just needed something to listen to. Like I just needed a foundation in a way. I just needed a
So I guess
foundation.
in
Yeah.
comparison to what Missy and Timbaland did, you listen to other artists' music instead.
Yeah, I
But
had to.
I got you.
Yeah. It I feel like it makes me more comfortable being able to just like listen to other artists, right? And be able to be like, yeah, I can possibly do something in the same level as this, but just not this, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I know you said at the beginning that you have been having beat block. Did you have any like creative block or like writing block while going into this album?
Mostly beat block. I
Mm-hmm.
can write. I can I can write. Like I never really have writer's block like that. Like because there's always a line coming out of my head, always, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always some type of like bar that comes out of my head, a little one liner, right? And then from that, I can just write over that. I have like a bunch of raps that just came from one liners, right? Like most of Angst was a one liner. Most of Angst is just a one liner, right? So writer's block isn't really too much. Creator's block, you know, I can create. I can create.
So
But
you
beat
just
block,
had beat block.
yeah, I just have beat block. That's the main issue with me. Cause I feel
So
like yeah,
what do you do with that? Because I've had writer's block.
yeah,
I don't make beats though. So I know when I have writer's block, I either like give myself, some days off. What do you do
yeah.
with beat block? You just keep making beats or you
Yo,
just
I
listen to
spent a
other
month.
beats?
I spent a month not making a beat. A whole
Mhm.
month just not making beats. I made one good beat, which I actually had to throw away a song from the album so I can put it in there, right?
Mhm.
Because I had like the song I made on that was super good, right? But all I did was just I just listened to music, right? I went out. I just started working out, went out. And I guess once I bettered myself, it was just yesterday was when I finally got out of it. So I was like, okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back. You just have to better yourself to get back on that same momentum that you had before. Like I remember when you had beat block and I sent you that one those like three beats. The
Mhm.
three beats I sent you, right? The one for Tick Tick Impala.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, I cannot explain the feeling you get after getting over that. Like when you finally hear something and it just sparks something in you,
It
it's just
clicks.
like, bro, okay, I because honestly, I have to get out of this myself. Like I feel like if I'm not creating something, anything, whether it's like something to do with music or something to do with whatever else I have going on, then I'm just a
Yeah.
failure at life.
Yo,
So
yo, god damn.
like for real. So like when I get out of that and then something just clicks for me, I start to feel a little better.
Yeah, okay. You know, that's a good thing. That's a good thing though, but I feel like you go a little harsh on yourself. You go a little
Yeah,
harsh on
I was
yourself.
I was gonna say like I think I just put too much pressure on myself. I have to remember
It
that I'm still a
yeah.
human being and I'm not just this creator. I'm still a human.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like a lot of people forget about that too.
Mhm.
Not only the like creators like forget that, but the fans too. The
Mhm.
fans also forget. Like think of Kanye. Look at Kanye, right? Kanye is still human. He's not some like
Mhm.
he's not the he's not gonna be the same person from rap and out of rap, right? Like the whole thing that was happening with him and his children, right? Like him, Kim, and
Mhm.
his children, right? Like he's a human. He can have a little attack. I'm pretty sure he is bipolar too, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like people got to put that in perspective. He's not going crazy for no reason. He's going crazy because he's losing his children. Anyone would go crazy. Think about that. Anyone would go crazy,
And
right?
I think hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I think I think it has a lot to do with like social media. I put everything on social media, but I think it has to do with social media because we feel a lot more connected to artists when we get to know like, oh, Kanye is married to Kim and they got all these
Yeah.
kids and this, and then compared to back in the day where it was probably like, I don't know what in the hell these artists got going on. I just know they just put out good
You just,
music.
yeah, you just need a magazine. You need to buy a magazine with like
Mhm.
Wu Tang in the front of it. Just Wu Tang on the front of it. And that's the only way that you'll be able to know. Or like a newspaper maybe. But like like now anything can be like recorded, anything, right? Like,
Mhm.
Kanye with his little attack, right? His little panic attack, right?
Yeah.
And I feel it makes people bold too. It makes people really bold. Social media makes people bold.
Yeah, because you don't have a face. You can choose not to post yourself. You can choose not
Yeah.
to use your real name or whatever. And I think, like you say, it makes people a lot more bolder. It makes people want. It probably makes them say things that they really don't even feel in real life. They just would need some type of excitement in their
They just need some type of drama to come into their life.
life.
Like
Literally.
look at that one guy. What happened with did you see what I said about Denzel Curry?
Mm-mm.
Yo, okay, so some white guy, um like I'm not talking about like white like European. I'm talking like white like cowboy straight from Texas. Straight
Okay.
from Texas, right? And he went onto Denzel Curry's DMs and he said the N-word in his DMs, right? And then
That's what they love.
Denzel Curry was like, "Yo, never say that ever again." And
Mhm.
the guy got bold. He was like, "Or," right?
Mm.
And that whole day, Denzel Curry started posting on his story. He was ranting about it, right? And he's right. He said something about, yo, people get really bold from the social media, like
Mhm.
shit, right? And I'm like, yo, he is completely right. He is completely right. He
It
he
isn't
he
a. It's definitely an illusion, like
yeah.
of reality. You have to get outside. Um, what was I about to say? It's just, yeah, people are just a lot more comfortable
And
nowadays.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be comfortable on the internet, but there's a boundary that you should set in yourself.
Mhm.
Like you can post your opinion on Twitter.
Mhm.
That's 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 if you're ready for what's coming, right? Because all them, like, you can say something bad about K-pop. You can say something bad about K-pop. They'll find a
And
way
then
to.
all the K-pop fans are after you,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Other
like the
K-pop fans.
Beehive and
Yeah.
Nicki fans and stuff like that.
Oh my God, Nicki fans. They're something else. I don't even think they're human, yo. I don't even think they're human. They're rough, yo. They're mean. They're
Yeah,
really
very.
mean. But yeah. So social media it is what it is now. It's not even like I don't even think you should like say anything in social media. Just promote yourself.
And
Just promote yourself.
I think the bad thing about that, or I think the fact that we literally have the world at our fingertips right now, like we can find out about anything that's happening around the world right now. But a lot
Yeah.
of people choose to get online and just do unnecessary shit,
Stupid
like
shit. Yeah.
harassing people in their comments and stuff. Like, bro, go find out something about polar bears going extinct or something. I don't know. You can
Yo,
literally
I'm
find
not
out
gonna lie.
anything.
I'm not gonna lie. Harassing people sometimes, it's supposed to happen. Sometimes it's supposed to happen. Like, you gotta get bullied at least once online. Like, you
You haven't
like
had a
some
true online experience if you haven't got bullied.
exactly.
Cyberbullying, yeah.
Cyberbullying is such a like fake thing to me. That's so fake to me.
No, somebody was like, "How do you get cyberbullied? Just cut your phone off."
Yo, that was Tyler. He said just look away. I'm like, yo, honestly, I agree with what he said because I'm like, damn, you're completely right. Just
I
like
mean, when you
skip
think
the
about
post.
it,
Just skip the post. Just skip the post. You don't gotta do anything about it, right? But nah, man, it was. It's wild. Social media is wild. Cyberbullying, fake. Cyberbullying is government propaganda to me. But yeah, yeah. That's
so
how I feel about social media.
back to the album. What is your favorite song from the album? From yeah.
Oh, That's a good
Am I
question because
putting you
I
on the
don't know.
spot?
No, 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 definitely not. Um, I'm just really, I'm just really, what's it called? Indecisive about it. I'm really indecisive about it.
Okay, how
Cause,
about this? What was your favorite? What song did you enjoy making the most?
um, damn, maybe, maybe choice. That's the one I love making. It's me,
Mhm.
Arian, right? He lives right next to me, so he just came over, right? And then we started writing to this, and then yo, it just came out so good. It came out so good, right? So, and I guess just the energy that we have, because every time we make something together, it's always like some really high energy, cause mostly because of me, right?
Mhm.
And because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hyper. I'm just a little bit hyper, but I think that really brings out the energy of some people. Yo, I can be listening to lo-fi music and I'll still be bobbing my head. I'll still be bobbing my head,
That's
yo.
a good thing.
But no, I think my favorite song off the whole album is probably Intuition. That's probably my favorite song. Either that or even the interlude was good. Damn.
I remember you played an interlude. I told you how much I love that one.
Yo, that was man. it,
Like,
I
yeah.
don't even yeah, I don't even know what's my favorite song off the album. I'm probably gonna try to do more things on the album before I post it. I gotta get
But
the
that's
cover art
good
first.
though, that
Yeah.
because trying to come, I don't know. I couldn't imagine trying to come to after making all these songs and then you're like, okay, this one is my favorite. It's just like how parents be like they don't have a favorite kid.
Yes, that's exactly how I see it. That's exactly how I see it. I can't
Mhm.
pick one of them because I don't know. I feel like they have feelings too. I feel like they have feelings too. It's like, damn, I picked intuition, but what about like before my time comes? Like,
Yeah.
what's Vice gonna feel about me saying that? Or like Ember maybe. Jack. Oh my god, bro. Jack's so annoying with that shit. He's so annoying. Like I have more throwaways on this album than like songs. I have like 21 throwaways on this, right?
Damn.
And it's so annoying having to throw away a song because if I throw away a song, something in the track list, the whole track list has to change. It has to change. Like, like the song that we had together, that was like the fourth song of the whole album, and then it just had to be the second song after I threw away
Mhm.
like that one song, right? Because it was the only one. It was the only one that like transitioned well in a way. So you know, yeah, I hate having to throw away stuff because I feel like they're my kids. They're like imagine imagine having like a baby and you just it's so cute, but you gotta put it up for adoption. Gotta put it up
Yeah.
for adoption, right? It's you're too young, you know. Maybe you broke. You just have to put it up for adoption. And that's what I do with most of these songs. I put it up for adoption. Maybe it's gonna go on something else. Maybe it's gonna go on something else. I was thinking of doing something like Untitled Unmastered. Where I
I
just
was
post a
literally
couple.
just about to ask you that.
Yeah, I was thinking about like doing a little like album. Well, not album, but like compilation tape. Post it on my SoundCloud or on my YouTube or just all the throwaways from this album.
I
But
think that'll be dope.
but like Angst, I'm pretty sure has more throwaways than this. Angst had like 30 throwaways on it.
So
I
how
had
do you
some yeah.
structure your albums? And then how do you decide, okay, this one doesn't really fit anymore?
It really depends on how I want the album to feel,
Mhm.
right? So this album I want I want it to have I I want people to figure it out. I'm not gonna say the whole thing about this album, right? I think I told
For
you, but
sure.
I'm not fully sure, right? But it's like how Taboo was made, like Denzel Curry's Taboo. It's like from like I guess the light side to the dark side, just like the rain, right? Rain
Mhm.
starts off light, right? The sun beaming, and then it just gets darker and darker. The clouds get darker, and
Then
then
just start
boom,
pouring down.
yeah. exactly. So that's just how I want like the album to feel. Just light, darker, just midway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So getting past the album, what are some other creative lanes like beyond music that you would like to dive into?
R&B.
R&B.
R&B. Yes, yes, yes. R&B. R&B. Either R&B. Yeah, just R&B. I want to get into R&B so bad. You've been hearing me do all these little soft songs, yo.
Mhm.
I like that one song I sent you that it's you and I'm just in case this ever does come out and a couple other people. I'm not going to say all of their names, right?
Mhm.
So like I just want to do soft R&B shit. You know, like something yeah. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Brent Fires lately. So it's just I guess
Brent
I
Fires.
self-consciously did it. I self-consciously want to like start doing like soft stuff. And
Mhm.
then I've just been wanting to do R&B ever since. But I got to get out of like rap first. I got to post this album and then I will start my little experimentation phase. I also rock.
Right.
Rock just because of the drums. Just because of the drums. I really like the drums. Plus, like the loud ass amps that they have, the loud ass guitars. Like I
Mhm.
love that, yo. I'm not even that much of like a rock fan. Like you maybe like once every like 2 months you will catch me listening to like Nirvana or something, right? But it's just I appreciate it. I appreciate it for what it is. Um,
What
yeah.
what is important to you when it comes to music? Like, do you care about leaving a legacy, or do you just want to put out music because that is what you want to do?
Um, damn, that's a good question. I don't even know what I want to leave off. I know I want to leave a legacy, but I don't know what type of legacy I can leave off.
Mhm.
You know, I can never tell the future, right? So I don't know if maybe my legacy will be, oh, the best beat maker, right? The best producer, or the best engineer, the best rapper, the best writer, right? So all I can say is maybe leave a legacy, but I don't know what type of legacy I can leave. Uh,
Mhm.
we just gotta pray for that. We just gotta pray to leave a legacy. You know, put that on raw. Put that on raw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like I had told you before, I'm planning to use the songs that you sent me for the next
Hmm.
Vice Radio episode.
Yeah.
Why did you pick those 10 songs in particular? Like, do they represent, are they like a reflection of you as a person? Do they kind of
Yeah.
represent you
Um. Hold
or
on,
how you
let
been
me.
feeling lately?
I'll explain all the songs. Let me just look at it. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go to
Um.
it too.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Mm-mm-mm. Damn, where is it? Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I got you. Yo, like I love how it goes from uh, like the first three songs to like Bodie James. It's so funny to me, yo.
Okay, I'm on it now.
Okay, so Do You Want Me by the Gables? Yo, I love
Never
that
heard that
song.
song before.
Oh
You put
my
me on.
god, it's so good, yo. Like I've been listening to a lot of 90s R&B, so it's just, something I had to put on. A lot of 90s, early 2000s R&B, so I just had to put it there, because I liked it. The Room with Devin Tracy and Flying Lotus, that's my favorite song right now. I love that song with a passion. That Oh my god, everything about that song, yo, I almost wanted to cry when I first heard it, yo. The Stellar Ray Theory by Mike Homie. You know, it mentions the rain. It mentions the rain.
So that definitely fits you.
Yeah, it definitely fits me. The first 48 freestyle. Um, that shit went hard. It went hard, yo. The way he just didn't switch his flow, but it just that flow was like so good in a way. Like
I love Bodie
to
James.
yo,
Bodie
his way
James and the
it's so
Alchemist
smooth.
together.
He's so smooth. He's so smooth, yo. The way he just raps is so smooth. I cannot like I wish I can rap like him. I wish I can rap like him. Heart Don't Stand a Chance by Anderson Paak. You know,
Amazing.
it's just a great song. Can I Watch by Victor One, aka MF Doom, and Bonnie B. Right, that's just a good ass song too. I really like that song. Right. Homesick by Freddie Gibbs. I don't know. I just really like that song. I love all of these songs. All Bad by JID. Um, man, I have such a story about this song. I don't know why I have a story about this song, but it just made I didn't get heartbroken, but like this song makes me feel like I got heartbroken. Right? How could anybody feel at home by Open Mike Ego? Shout out to him. Yo, he's so good. That song is so good. Yo, I appreciate that song like to a passion, right? And Sudden Death by Chris Keys and Quelle Chris. I don't even gotta say much about that song. I actually just
hmm
like learned the lyrics recently, just because I really wanted to, right? So I like forced myself to keep hearing it over and over again until I learned all the lyrics. Man, he don't miss. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss, yo. I love
That
that.
album that he put
And
out this year.
yeah, I love that album. I don't even care what anyone tells me. I love that album.
The
Something about
it was my favorite song off there is the Alive Ain't Always Living. I think I listen to it like
yes.
almost every day. It's just
It's
something about
so
it.
it's so good. Something about just it's real. It's real. It's
It
real.
is.
It's way too real, yo. He's like, but alive ain't always living. Sometimes they
Sometimes
just
niggas just
survive.
survive.
Oh my god, yo.
Shit.
So good, bro. And I think that the intro is really good to me.
Mhm.
The Sky is Blue is also a great song. I love that song. Um whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. But yeah, I just chose those songs cuz I don't know, that's just the songs I wanted to hear on the radio. Those are just songs I wanted to hear on the radio. I was going to go full
That's a good ass list.
I wanted to go full R&B, like full 90s and early 2000s R&B just cuz like I wanted it to feel like like you ever just go early in the morning, right? Like your mom ever just plays music early in the morning from the radio, and it's either like wake up, get your butt up off the bed, brush your teeth, and comb your hair. It's either that, or just like some really like 90s, 2000s R&B, like shoot, I forgot his name. Wait. I have it on the tip of my tongue. Hold up. Let me make sure it's the right guy. Um, shoot, damn, I can't. I know he's not 90s, but this is the type of vibe he gives. Barry White. Barry White.
Okay.
That's the type of vibes I get from the morning. Like how he gave that like R&B, right?
Mhm.
His shit did not age. His music did not age. Like did not age bad at all. It like to this day I can still hear it and I'm like, damn, he just he just didn't miss. He just didn't miss.
It's
He just
timeless.
it's timeless. Yes. It's timeless. It's so good. But actually I started off music when I first started doing music, it was gospel music, right?
Mhm.
It was gospel music, right? That's how I first started off, right? And then it was either gospel music or just like I tried to copy Barry White. I tried to copy Barry White. I tried to copy Marvin Gaye. tried to copy them because I don't know, something about like their voices were just so amazing to me. They, man, man,
I'm not
something
even gonna
about
lie.
them, yo.
Marvin Gaye, it's something about Marvin Gaye. Like,
Some
damn.
man, like he, yeah, he's really he was really like amazing to me. He was perfect. All his music was perfect to me. I don't care what anyone says. I love his music with a passion. And um I remember when I first heard of The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick,
Mhm.
yo. I heard the little like those little bongos in the start, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck? How did he get the Marvin Gaye sample? The song didn't even have to play. I just recognized it from the start, right? Cause oh my god, I listened to that song like 40 times. I listened to that song 40 times per day, right? The Marvin Gaye
And we know
song.
only Kendrick Lamar is getting that Marvin Gaye sample
Oh,
cleared.
he's the only rapper I can accept. I can accept. Only rapper. I don't care
And
what
he did
anyone
well with
says.
it too.
Honestly, yeah, he did really good with that. He like that whole song was like amazing. I don't see too many people talking about it now, but it's so good. It's so good. I feel like he's about to have like the Two Pimp and Butterfly effect, right?
I literally like before that came out, I was listening to the heart. I was listening to all the hard parts,
Yeah.
literally leading up to it. And then I looked on YouTube and he had dropped the hard part 5, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was
It was such
listening.
a random ass time too.
Yes,
It was like 8 p.m. Why? Why is the hard part 5 on here, yo?
yeah, that was crazy.
It was so good though. Man, he did his thing. He did his thing. He did his thing. And that album to Mr. Morale, that I feel like that's gonna age so well at one point.
I think once
Like
people catch on to what it is, I guess, then it'll be accepted better.
it happens to every single Kendrick album.
hmm
Maybe
I don't
except
think you
like
can
Good
take
Kid,
his
Mad City.
albums too literal. I don't think you could just. I don't think you
Yeah.
could just listen to his albums without and just be like, I don't know. You just can't take it too literal.
Honestly, I was like that when it first dropped. It
hmm
dropped right, and I was a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I knew I wasn't going to deconstruct this album right when it came out. Right. I listened
Yeah,
to it.
you had me a little scared to listen to it because I think I had fell asleep before it came out, and so when I woke up,
No, I was really tired. I was really tired. I'm not gonna lie. I was really tired. I did not want to listen to anything. Anything. I was tired, right? And plus, this is when my mom, like, I wasn't even supposed to be awake. My mom came home a little bit late, right? Like after 12, and she like her car pulled up, and I just went fake sleep, fake sleep, right? But I always try to like the next morning I listen to it and it's like my ears had to mature. My ears matured after that night and I was like, yo, wait, this is actually super good. What was I
hmm
missing last night, yo? So I it's his music's gonna age amazingly. Like let's just say to Pimp a Butterfly, where like that like I feel like it wasn't appreciated at the time it came out, right?
hmm
It wasn't appreciated enough. But like now everybody starts to realize like, yo, wait, this he's spinning right now. He's actually saying some shit, right? And that's why everybody calls it a 10 out of 10 album because it aged amazingly, right? And that's what
I
happens with
really
every
think
album.
time has a lot to do with how we process certain albums.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm like, there's no way y'all are calling an album a classic or even calling it trash within a week of it dropping. You definitely need time to like
Hmm.
be like, okay, this aged
And
well.
like I think people are now starting to realize what things are like what things aged well and what things haven't. Like
hmm
Eminem, I know he's gonna diss me for this, right? But he's gonna drop a diss track next week about me just being like, "Yo, why the fuck you calling my album trash?" Right? But like Revival, Re- I don't even gotta say much about that album. That album was man. I appreciate Eminem. Don't get me wrong. Eminem, like old Eminem, I appreciate him a lot. But you can you can only appreciate something so much. To like Eminem back then, he spit, but I feel like now he just sounds like a white old like an old white man. Just
Yeah.
getting mad at everything, yo. He dissed T Grizzly for what? For what did he diss T Grizzly? He dissed Tyler Earl. Like he's trying too hard to stay relevant. He's trying too hard to stay relevant. And look what happened. Young boy beat him. Young boy is the GOAT. Yo, Young boy got 116K sales on his new album. Right, first week. This man Marshall didn't even hit 50K. I'm pretty sure.
Marshall is crazy. But I think that's the older. I was gonna say the older generation, but just like how Andre 3000, I would love
He's
to
the
hear an
GOAT.
album from him.
Oh my
But I
god, I
think the
would
fact
love to.
that he's like, my time is over technically. Of course, people would love to hear an album from me for just old time's sake, but
It
realistically
Will it be
speaking,
good? Would it be as
yeah,
good?
it's not. This is not my time to shine, and so he's
Cause
just sitting in the back.
it's a different sound. It's a different sound.
Mhm.
It's a different like he's an old head without the old head. He's old. He's old. He's old.
He's rap
But
old.
he's rap old, but he's not old that he's mad at everything old.
Mhm.
Like I remember that one time he appreciated Future. I'm pretty sure he was like appreciating Future because yeah, he Future's cool. Future's cool, right?
Yeah, I fuck with
Like,
Future.
and he's from Atlanta too. Andre. So I guess he hears it just normally, right? Mostly like since like all the like trap artists are from
Mhm.
Atlanta. Every single I swear it's either Chicago or Atlanta. Just somehow everyone's from there. Everyone knows each other. Everyone knows each other, yo. Like you probably have met Young Thug at least like 3 times just going to the store, yo.
No, it's just because Atlanta is not big. It's just the only way I
It's
can
not.
explain it. It's
Yeah.
not big. And I'm not from Atlanta, but I have been there.
You're from?
It's
Aren't you
not a
from
big
Chicago?
place. Huh?
Aren't you from Chicago?
No, I'm from Columbus,
Oh shoot! Whoa, shoot! What
Georgia.
the hell? Yeah, because on the song you were like, what was it? What did he say? I'm in Chi Town, right? Or like something like
Oh,
that.
I say I'm in a C town.
Yeah, I'm in the C Town, but I'm in Atlanta. Like my
Yeah.
name, Earl. I didn't
Hell
realize
yeah.
what you said until I didn't realize what you said until like maybe a month after you sent that. Like I was just listening to it and then I just said, "Oh," I was like,
Hell
"Oh,
yeah.
what the hell did she do? Wait, wait." That man, that shit's hard. I love that. I love that song so much. I love that song so much. I gotta mix it again. I feel like I gotta do something with it. I'm gonna
But
mix so many songs again. But
bro, they are
yeah,
literally fucking dumping the trash right outside my building. But I was gonna the last little wrap up. Can you hear that?
yeah. Yeah, I can't hear that. It's loud as
Damn.
hell. That's loud as hell.
The last little wrap up was
Mhm.
what are your next steps? Like, do you have a release date in mind?
Um,
Anything like that?
the cover art, do a little
Mhm.
bit of more things on the album, and then I'm done. Yeah, I'm just done. Hopefully, it comes out at least like next year.
Mhm.
Hopefully, or like maybe close to the end of this year or next year, because I know I'm not gonna be able to finish this whole entire album by like next month. I wish I can. I wish I can. But I have to wrap everything up. I have a list of the things that I have to do before I drop the album. This was actually one of them, right?
I'm glad we
Like,
was able to get this done. I'm not even gonna lie to
of
you.
course.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, I have to get this done. and I didn't even know how or like anything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to look some stuff up and whatever, whatever, because this is your first interview, right?
Yeah, this is my first interview.
Okay, and this is my first time interviewing anybody, so I was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
gonna be a dope experience.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what? I have like maybe like seven things I have to do before the album drops, and this was the one thing I was the most excited about. This is
Bro,
the one thing
I
I was
was
the
excited about
most
this shit too.
like. I was like, yo, hold up, I'm actually gonna get interviewed. I think anyone, any like musician, any creator getting interviewed for the first time is probably like the best feeling ever, right? It's man, like imagine a whole like one day, like shoot, I'm gonna be right in front of Sway. One day
Hmm.
I'm gonna be in front of Sway, right? It's just crazy. It's just a crazy thought. It's just like, damn, we're actually doing something with this.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad we was able to get this done. We got over. It's looked
Yeah,
like an hour, about to be an hour of recording. So
that
man, that's
hour came
perfect.
out quick. Yo,
Oh
damn.
God,
All right. Well, um, shout out, thank God for the rain. Shout
for
out, thank
real.
God for
Shout
the
out, thank
rain.
God for the rain. I'm
All right.
gonna link all of your, social medias and your SoundCloud and YouTube, all of that good
Yeah.
stuff in the bio. And because I'm gonna post this on YouTube and SoundCloud. I'm gonna try to get it on Spotify, but if I can't, just know you're gonna be able to find it there. But
Exactly.
yeah, I'm gonna link you.
All right, but I thought you said he was gonna leak me.
Wait, but
But yeah,
bro, thank you for. You know what? Before we end it, I I always watch hella fucking interviews, but I watch a
yeah,
lot of I've been watching a lot of interviews to prepare for this.
yeah,
And one thing I didn't like is when the artists would just be acting too cool for the interview. Like they would not answer the questions. They would be acting like they didn't want to go into detail. And I'm like, why the
yeah.
fuck did you even come? But you were very you were very fucking open. So I really appreciate that.
I gotta be open because I'm too cool to stay closed.
Mhm.
But nah, if I'm gonna get interviewed, I gotta be honest with everything, yo. I gotta be honest with everything.
For sure.
Gotta stay humble. Gotta stay humble. You feel me? But yeah, yeah. Shout out. Can we get a quick shout out to Vice Radio? Quick shout out to Vice Radio.
For
Amen for
sure.
Vice Radio. Shout out to all of the people that were on my album. Shout out to um my mom. Shout out to
Gotta
my
shout out to
mom.
mom.
Got to shout out to my mom, right?
Shout out to your sister, cause it sounds like she
Shout
really
out,
put you on some good music.
yo, yeah, yeah. Shout out to my sister. I was about to say that. Um, um, shout out to the, shout out to the kid that never puts bass on his beats. Right? He's gonna hear this and he's gonna text me being like, "Yo, can you shut up about the not putting bass?" Right? Um, yeah. Shout out to Onra. Shout out to Indigo Vision. Shout out to me,
For sure.
of course. And yeah, yeah. I
All right.
think
To the listeners, thank y'all for listening, tuning in. If you stayed to the end, of course. Um, yeah, this is the first episode of a conversation with, and I'm having a conversation with Reverie. This shit was dope though.
exactly. It was amazing. It was
Next time we
amazing.
do it, I'm bro. I told you how much I love Miami, and I have never been, but
Yeah.
I'm going to come to fucking Miami. Hopefully, I'm going to be moving there, and we gonna do this shit in
Yeah,
person.
it's
Like,
so my god, it's so expensive here. It's so
bro,
expensive here.
I'm gonna have my money up for sure.
Of course, of course. We all gonna have our money up. At this point, by the time you move here, we're all probably gonna be rich and famous, bro.
For real.
It's probably gonna happen like next month, maybe. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right,
But
yo.
all right. I'm gonna fuck with you later. I'll hit you up later, and then
All right,
I'll
bet.
definitely hit you up about this.
All right, bet. Stay safe, yo.
All right,
Have
you
a good
too.
day. All right, peace
All right,
out.
bye.